Hey everybody, it's me, the Train Master, and you can see my shadow and my hand. Ooh. Okay, so today, what I got here is, this started as just a hobby, but and this actually started, I was just so I think I was I think I was riding on the bus home, and I was just doodling like this little cartoon E2 tank engine, and that eventually turned into like a whole style of like drawing engines that I made myself. So these are printed out and are on like cards and stuff that you can get on like Shutterfly. I don't know if you can like buy them, but anyways, you can. My mom made them on Shutterfly and printed them out and all that stuff. But I did the actual drawing. So my mom put Bible verses. So God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Psalm 46:1. Okay, so that is the Dwight D. Eisenhower, who served as a general in World War II and was also a president in office at one point. I forget which president he was though, like what number. But it makes sense because the A4s were actually being were a thing around World War II. So yeah, that's cool. And I think the Dwight D. Eisenhower is in the States, I think. Then this one is called the Tennessean. The only reason I did it or made it was because I actually made this in history, I think. Yeah, I think I made this in history class. This is pretty much all of this, except maybe this one. Again, these are all printed out, but here. The actual cards that I made. Here's a Great Western Large Prairie, I think. I've made most of these in classes in school, so yeah. There are a few, like this one, the P2 class, Kako the North. This one, this one, that one I made at home, I think. So yeah, actually that's the only one that I put ballast on the rails under. So yeah. Okay, so these are the only two American. Well, actually, this is the only American engine. This is Canadian engine actually, but it looks American. So, anyways, so this is Canadian Pacific 2816. It is nicknamed the Empress of Steam. So, yeah, the Empress of Steam. And then there's Kako the North, like I said, P2 class. Dwight D. Eisenhower A4, Tennessean. I don't know what class the Tennessean is. I just know it's from the Southern Railroad. So that's kind of cool. And then there's the Flying Scotsman, which is a beaut as always. So A3 Pacific class, 4472. It's always a treasure. So yeah, actually this big got cut off. So I have a little art insignia that I have. It's just a crown, because I'm just not going to name why, because that would reveal things that I don't want to put on YouTube. So things about my personal life that I don't want to get thrown on YouTube. So, and then there's the LMS Duchess of Hamilton, I think. Yeah, that's the most popular one, I think. So that I also made in history. Actually, no, it was in study hall type class, but it was in the history class that I have history in. So yeah. All right, so these are the only 3 ones that are printed. Now my mom also made a calendar that has all of these printed out on it, but there's also a bunch of pictures of me and my family that I also don't want to be getting put on YouTube. So yeah. All right, I guess I'll show off these now after I clear everything out and set everything up and all that. Okay, so I got all of them organized and out and stuff, and I tried to put them in order by first to last, which ones I made first and which ones I made last, in order and stuff. It's not gonna be exactly right because I have bad memory. So yeah. But I guess I'll just go ahead and get started. So here we have the E2 tank engine. So actually I just now remembered what inspired me to come up with all this all the designs for these or the design that I used to make these the way that I did cartooning and stuff. So the game Tom Toys Land on Roblox is actually what inspired me to make this one, because I want to make it look like Thomas or Ginty in that game. So yeah, yeah, and then it kind of just went from there. So yeah, the first few, like the first 4 were kind of like I was still figuring out what I was doing. I was still trying to figure out what I was trying to do here. So yeah, but then next is the 9F. This is yeah, this is it. This was the second one I made. I do remember making that. So I think I may have been in ELA one, or language arts, English, whatever, when I was making that. It may have been science. I can't remember. I may have had some free time on my hands in science or something. I don't know. I do it because I don't really care for language arts. I kind of doodle. I mean, I was doodle a little bit in that class. I was listening a little bit, but I really struggle in that class, and nothing makes sense to me in there. I hope my mom does not watch this. Okay. Anyways, next we have the Great Western Pannier Take, as you saw before in like the stack that I had. Yeah, that I think I made when I was in choir class. We had free time, so I was like, well, I think I'm going to indulge in my little hobby here. And then the next one, I think I made this on a Friday, actually. I started in science. I think my science teacher was out, so we had a sub, and we only had like one assignment to do. So I had like 30-40 minutes on my hands, so I was like, I'm gonna look up a picture of the Q1, which is this is a Q1 class, which is what Neville was based off of in Thomas and Friends. So like I looked up a picture of that on my school Chromebook, and then I drew that. This one isn't the best because like the chassis is really high up, but I still like the Q1. It's one of my favorites for sure. And then the next one is, like I said earlier, the Cock of the North P2 class. I really like the P2 class. There's also another one, another engine that's of the P2 class that I know of. It's the Prince of Wales. I chose the Cock of the North over that, though I think this was the first one I think I knew about. Yeah, something like that. And here we have the LMS Duchess of Hamilton, which y'all already know about. I think it's a coronation class. Yeah, it's a coronation class. And here we have Canadian Pacific 2816. This one was also nicknamed the Empress of Steam. So yeah, actually, I was watching a documentary kind of thing that was made by Railway Productions. Y'all probably won't know about it, but so that was the engine they were filming in the little thing, video program, whatever. So yeah, that was pretty cool, and I got to see lots of what Canada's like. Yeah, it's pretty cold up there. And then here is the Milwaukee Road, the Hiawatha. I forget what class this is. I don't even know if I knew what the class was, but yeah. So this is an American engine. This is a Canadian engine, but they do look similar. So, but still, American Canadian. And then the next one is another American engine, but this one is an American narrow gauge engine, which, as far as I know, there aren't a whole lot of them in America, because I guess, because this engine, let me see if I can, 2873, I think I was trying to put that there. It's kind of hard because it was really small. Because we, here in America, we have lots of goods and things that we have to get transported around the country and all that, so narrow gauge engines aren't often used. And when you could just use lots bigger engines that could carry lots more cargo and stuff and passengers and all that. But this serves in the Colorado, Wyoming area, somewhere around the Rockies, where it can get really narrow and closed in because of the mountains mountains and stuff, so that was kind of smart. It is a Rio Grande engine. It was made by Baldwin Locomotive Works, I think. Yeah, something like that. Most engines are America, so. Here we have the Tennessean. This one
90 miles on the highway. Every day
like
moving
NYC
so fast, taking all the wrong ways
white,
out.
and has yellow stripes. So it's
Never saw you coming, stopping me in my tracks, keeping me from the long way down. Doesn't matter just how many times I tried, there could only be a single reason why. So tell me, how do miracles just happen like that, happen like that, happen like that? You can see the stars align, but I know that it's more than timing. How do miracles just happen like that, happen like that, happen like that? Right before I hit the ground, how you came along and found me. Right before I hit the ground, how you came along and found me. Some will say it's magic, but I know that you did all that. You're the reason, there's no doubt. Doesn't matter just how many times I try, there could only be a single reason why. So tell me, how do miracles just happen like that, happen like that, happen like that? You can see the stars align, but I know that it's more than timing. How do miracles just happen like that, happen like that, happen like that? Right before I hit the ground, how you came along and found me. Right before I hit the ground, how you came along and found me. There's no doubt when I feel your love, call me crazy and out of touch, but I know that it's from above. Tell me, how do miracles just happen like that, happen like that, happen like that? You can see the stars align, but I know that it's more than timing. How do miracles just happen like that, happen like that, happen like that? Right before I hit the ground, how you came along and found me. You can see the stars align, but I know that it's more than timing.
That goes like this one.
Right before I hit the ground, how you came along and found me.
But yeah, so this is the school's class Cheltenham. Yeah. I don't really know what else to say about it. It's green. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's all 13 of them, which actually makes sense for the calendar that my mom made. It was 13 seasons, right? So, yeah. There you go. Yeah. So, that's about it, actually. But, y'all let me know in the comments which one was your favorite. And you could always go back and, check the name to, put in the, in the comments and stuff. So, yeah. I hope y'all enjoyed. Thank y'all so much for watching. Bye.
And I looked up at you for the first time. Words fall short.